Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Augment podcast. Thanks for joining us. And today you get to hear from Sajan and myself, and we'll introduce ourselves quickly. But as some of you know, we're taking a new direction, focusing a lot on AI and data, and we just want to kind of also share kind of our origin story and what we've done, where we've been, and where we are going. So that's what we're going to do. So, Sajan, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, this is fun. This is the first time I've done something like this. It's pretty cool. I like it.
It's a lot of pressure.
It's
I just
yeah, I
think
know.
I just think about that now that all the AI bots can copy us. So, anyways, there'll be lots of Sajans saying weird stuff out there.
I
Um,
know.
but yeah,
If if we get really popular, right?
yeah, exactly. Before we jump in, yeah, we'll introduce ourselves. I'm Dave Kruse. I'm the CEO of Augment, and we're based here in Madison, Wisconsin. And we do like cheese. Sajan, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name is Sajan Thandaserry. I am the CTO, co-founder also of Augment. Um, I am originally from India, as you probably have guessed. I do like cheese. I do like cheese. I mean, I got into cheese after being here in Wisconsin for over 20 plus years now. So I had to like cheese. So yeah,
That's right.
I'm excited about this talk.
All right, so we're gonna try to cap this at about 10 minutes. So let's kind of and maybe that'll be too long, but let's just kind of dive in. So, we're gonna start at the beginning, and so our company was started in 2015, and we're both Sajan and I are both located in Madison, Wisconsin, and at the time Sajan was working on a startup, and I was doing different things, and I think I'd reached out to Sajan, and we ended up meeting at a coffee shop and just chatting about what we had going on. And I learned that Sajan was doing some software development, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting, and like some kind of services. And so
Yeah,
that was kind of the beginning. And so Sajan's been doing this for a long time, 25 plus, well, yeah, probably 30 years.
yeah. I'm old.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where you're trying to get it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
no. Um,
Uh,
but yeah, that was kind of going. And then, yeah. And yeah, Sajan, any other thoughts from
this meet the you said we met at the coffee shop. That
yeah.
that almost did not happen actually, because I mean, like you said, I had the startup going, and then it didn't quite go as planned. I mean, typical startup story, right? And then that's when you reached out to me, and I was sort of in between wondering what to do with my life and lots of philosophical questions going on in my head. And that's about the time you emailed me. Hey, I saw you were doing this. Would you like to meet and talk? And I'm like, who is this? Let's delete the. But one thing you guys probably who are watching should probably know about Dave is his persistence. It's incredible. He is sticky. I
No.
did get follow up emails very frequently. So then I had to give in and say, okay, I'm just going to at least entertain a coffee with this person. And so that's how it. I mean, it almost didn't happen because I deleted your email so many times.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
finally, I accepted
I
it.
appreciate that. But no, that's awesome. And well, I'm
It's
glad
an
I was
incredible.
persistent.
I think I
Yeah.
always tell everybody about it. It's an amazing quality. I would have personally given up, right?
Yeah.
I would have said, let's move on. Let's put my time into something else. So yeah. Anyway, that
I
was
I feel bad for all the people out there that I can repeatedly follow up on and never get back, and they're like, "Oh my goodness!" But
yeah,
hopefully we can help them. But yeah,
yeah,
so then we kind of got decided to get going, and we kind of just got going like pretty like casually, like okay, let's go try to find a client type of thing. And um, I knew somebody at I think they were called Earth IT at the time, and probably, and I think that was our first, right? So I didn't then
Which
Um,
one?
Earth
I thought it
IT
was
with Adam.
Earthling. Earthling, right?
Yeah, Earthlane. Yeah, yeah. They might have
Yeah,
been called
yeah.
Earth IT at the time, but anyways, when
Was it?
I
Was it?
forget when they changed their name, but anyways, they
Okay.
they tried us out, and I mean it
Yeah.
went okay, but like wow, we really didn't know. It wasn't like great. Like it'd be so much different now.
Yeah,
It's
it
so
was it
funny.
was okay. It was a
Yeah,
good experience, I would think.
yeah,
I would say. I think we started working with their Magento team. I think I forget the lead who we worked with. He was a mountain climber and stuff like that. But an
oh yeah,
incredible Magento resource, and
yeah,
they had some large projects, and we sort of jumped in and helped them out a little bit. So that was our start. Yeah,
yeah,
it was good. It was a good experience, like you said.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, we were not very good at software services back then, I'd say, and like we learned a lot quick.
yeah, yeah,
And hopefully we're better. But
yeah,
yeah, then we got like some other projects. Like we built this really large insurance platform for a startup, which ended up never even launching. That was like pretty soon after that. I don't even know what some of
yeah.
the exact projects right afterwards were, but that's
Well, that
about
was yeah, that was that Megalodon project, which
yeah,
was incredible. I mean, we spent a lot of time on that project. My goodness, that founder was, I mean, he was in the insurance industry, so
yeah,
he
yeah,
knew in and out of all the business of insurance, and we built this platform right from scratch. I mean, I thought it was an amazing piece of work that we did actually. Very cost effective. Can you imagine building that platform here? I mean,
yeah,
we
yeah.
built
That's right. Yeah,
offshore.
like, and that was kind of like our model, and still is like the for the most part, the architect was here in the United States, and then
Yeah,
but the
yeah,
developers, QA, and um, design, I guess too, was all in India. Um,
all in India. Yeah,
and
yeah.
since then, we've expanded to the Ukraine and Brazil. But for the first few years, 7 years, 6, 7 years, it was just India and United States. But yeah,
Yep, yep,
yeah,
exactly. We didn't even have our own captive team in India as well at that time
no,
because we were still in this sort of experimental phase of, hey, is this really going to work or not? So we actually had hired some contractors back in India to work on these projects, the initial projects. But then subsequently we did set up our own. I think was it 3 years into it or maybe less? I think it
I
was
don't know.
3 years.
Yeah, maybe three or
Yeah,
four. Yeah,
yes, 3 years into it, then we said, okay, this has got to stop. I think we've proved that we
yeah,
can survive. We
yeah,
can build a business.
yeah.
So
Yeah, and
I took off to India and built a team.
starting a business in India is not a company is not for the faint of heart. So like, it's and running one isn't either. It takes a lot of person power
Yes.
to
Yeah.
run a
Yeah.
company. There's lots of regulations and lots of stuff,
Yeah.
and everything takes longer. And but it's been good. And and then after that, we kind of just kept expanding into other projects. Some with really large clients like Fiskars, but then also a lot of
Yeah.
startups working on really interesting projects. Um,
Yeah.
but kind of maintain the same development um,
Structure.
structure. Thank you. With the team over here in the United States, and then also an offshore team, and now our
Yeah.
nearshore team.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then
Yeah. It was. I think the beauty of that was all those years of all those different projects was just the breadth of stuff that we built, right? I mean, oh my goodness, we worked on, like I said, that insurance platform. We worked with various startups. The chefs for seniors was
oh
it
yeah, that
called?
was another really one
That
that went
was yeah, it
okay.
was
Yeah, it only went okay, but
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It went okay, but I'm just talking about the breadth
so
of
much.
stuff
Yep.
that they've built, right? E-commerce, just regular applications, integrations with QuickBooks. In one of the they did 3D printing. I forget the name of the
Yeah, Midwest
company.
prototyping. Now they're in.
Midwest prototyping.
Yep.
I mean, unbelievable. Then there was the e-commerce big piece in Wanakee, subtle straws.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Yep.
I remember you and I walking through the shop floor, right?
That was just
And
huge. Huge printer.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah,
just eye opening. My goodness.
yeah,
And that's why you start a business, right? Because at least in the services industry, you get to see all these incredible businesses, and you get to build something that is useful for those guys. For each of those businesses, which is amazing. I thought
yeah.
so. I still feel it's
Full,
amazing.
fully agree.
I'm
Yeah,
incredible.
right. You become kind of like a superpower when you have experience across so many different industries and technologies,
Yeah,
and you've seen so much, Sajan, in the
yeah.
last 9 years. But
It's
um,
it's not been easy. I mean, I make it sound as if it's super easy, but I've had my share of um, trials and
oh
tribulations, I
yeah, yeah,
guess.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
right. Every so
it's
Yeah, every software project has its ups and downs for sure. Every
yeah,
single one. But I mean, I think we've only had one where we just kind of had to stop it. This is years ago, probably 6, 7 years ago, for that picture company, and
yeah,
it's really just
it's
because there's one little thing that they want a certain way when, yeah, we couldn't figure out how to
yeah,
do it. But
yeah.
that happens.
Well, yeah,
We live and
yes,
learn.
exactly.
Yeah,
Live and learn. Live and learn.
that was an expensive
It's
lesson.
what it's
Expensive
been
lesson.
9 years, I think. I
Yeah,
used to have actually a full head of hair,
that's
through
right.
here. So
Yeah, sometimes we get.
it's on the decline. So, but anyway, it's been fun though. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's been super fun.
Yeah,
So anyway, yeah, that's it's all good stuff.
yeah, and so now, what are we doing now, and where are we going? Is we continue to do the application digital development, with the kind of the full product team.
Yeah,
Working with a number of different clients, and yeah, we're also taking. We've always worked a lot with data with all of our projects, pretty much, and so we build digital products and applications, not just like websites. So they're all very data driven and heavy. But we're going to take even a deeper dive into data now, and then AI. But
yeah,
kind of the data is coming, and probably will come first in most of the time, most engagements, and so yeah, and so we're excited. I think we can utilize our experience with building digital experiences and applications, and hopefully also build data platforms for companies that can now be set to build more interesting applications and uses and AI applications. But
yes.
yeah, so it's exciting.
I
Yeah,
yeah, I certainly feel that this last 9 years up till now was probably our initial sort of a initial chapter of our of Augment, right? And now with this new direction, I think it's absolutely going to be a new, a brand new. It's almost like a brand new company, starting a brand new company.
yeah,
I mean, we still do the services that we were doing, but we have clearly identified that hey, we need to also pivot to these new AI stuff that people are talking about. So, how do we build those applications? How do we get all these different data sources together, build data lakes from which use cases can be spawned off and fed even maybe into LLMs and different things like that. So, I'm super excited to this chapter of Augment.
yeah.
And my background has been in databases, traditional
That's true.
databases. So for me, it is really exciting, and whenever I'm reading stuff about all these things, I'm thinking, hey, yeah, we should have just continued along those lines 9 years back, perhaps.
Yeah, yeah.
Been way ahead of all
I
you
know.
guys.
Live and learn. I know.
Live and learn. Yep,
Yep.
exactly. So yeah, it's exciting times for sure, for sure.
All right. Well, we're way over 10 minutes, and people are
Okay.
probably pretty bored by now. So maybe we
What?
should
I thought it
cut
was
it off.
exciting.
I
I
know.
thought this was like amazing stuff.
I know.
No?
We're very
Okay.
exciting.
Cool.
It's a very exciting topic. So hopefully, our friends and family might watch it. But anyway, if we force them. But no,
Good.
I think that's it. Anything else, Sajin, before we close things up?
No, Dave. I mean, I'm. This is good. I love it. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the new engagements that we're going to be working on.
Yeah.
take Augment and make Augment even better. I also like the fact that this is something that you always tell us in our company wide meetings, that we care, and truly we care. So that's something that I'm really thankful for being associated with. So
Yeah, no, that's true. And maybe that's our flaw, is we care too much. No, I was kidding. Whenever they say what's like one of your
goodness,
weaknesses, we care too much. Which
we
actually
care.
could be true. We probably have too
Yeah.
many sleepless nights because we care too much. But
Oh
um,
boy.
and yeah, well, yeah, I'm excited for the next chapter, and especially with you, Sajan, because you've been a really good partner. So excited to get things rolling, or continue to roll,
Yes.
continue to roll.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir. Let's go. Let's go.
all right, well, we're gonna close things off here, and so yeah,
Okay.
thanks. Just wanted to thank everyone for tuning in to another Augment podcast, and really appreciate it. And yeah, check us out if you want to learn more about us on the website, and we're happy to chat with you. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Bye
Bye.
bye.